more and more planners. Hey everyone, it's Greg from Stationary Shenanigans. I hope you're all doing well and that your January has been off to a good start. In this video, I want to share some planners, and I had talked about recently that I don't really believe in planner peace anymore, and that I kind of knew I was going to get more planners come January for this year. And I believe on the last live stream, we've also talked about it. So I'm excited to share some planners, and they were 70% off at my local Barnes & Noble this week. So I was surprised. They have a lot of good Japanese planners, at least in my Barnes & Noble. So if you get a chance, head over there and see if you can snag some of these great deals. And like I said in my live, or my last video, I can't remember, I'm only allowed myself to buy planners that I've never used before. So it has to be a different brand, it has to be a different size, a different format. Like instead of a weekly, I could get like a monthly, for example. It can't be something that I've used before, which includes like a Filofax, a Jibun Techo, the one I used to always get from Amazon, etc. Because I just want to try new things, and I'm trying to remind myself that if something didn't work before, it's probably not going to work now. So why spend more money and energy on it? And yeah, so I'm excited to get into these things. Let's just get down to it and start chatting. So we'll go one by one. We'll go smallest to largest. This is a Midori weekly pocket diary. I don't know if I've ever seen any of these in person, perhaps once like at a Kinokuniya. So it is a monthly spread. Now, this was less than $5. So for a Midori item, you can't get anything from Midori for less than $5. So I was excited at least for that. But I'm not positive what I'm going to use this for. I have a few ideas, maybe to track my social media progress, because I really want to build my channel this year, and I don't really know how that's going to work, but I'm trying. Anyway, the main reason I bought this is I just love the artwork in it. It's very much the aesthetic I would like to have in my own traveler's notebook. So you see here, each month it's like a dog, and I love the colors and the little drawings. Here's a dog sitting at a table with fruits. Here he is for Chinese New Year's. Here he is camping. It's just, look at the little dog. Yeah, that's kind of like what I want my cat to be. Now, they did have a similar option with a cat, like with drawings like this, but it had, in the middle of the day on the monthly calendar, it had like the name of the month in Japanese, and it was kind of big. Like, I feel like it took up most of the box, and it just kind of annoyed me. Look at this October coffee dog. So, and it's got personal memo on the back with some information. It does have a few blank pages at the back with grid paper, and I just thought this was just adorable. And then there's 2025 My Memories. So, and it also has a pen loop, and it has a plastic cover. So that is the Midori Pocket Diary Monthly. It's called Slim Dog. Pocket Diary Slim Dog. I don't know, I'm just excited for this. Next up is probably the one I'm most excited for, because I had never seen this in person, let alone, I don't even think I've ever seen it online. I do have one of their products that I purchased from the Gentleman Stationer, but this is the Laconic Diary 2025 B6, a vertical left work diary, a weekly diary ideal for monthly management. So I was very intrigued by this. There was a little bit bigger of a size and a different color, but I ended up going with the B6. The A5 just seemed a little too big for me. Normally it's $37, which is actually a good price for a Japanese planner, but I had gotten it 70% off of this, so that was a major score. It kind of shows the monthly schedule and the weekly schedule on the back with some information, but let me know in the comments below if you've ever used any of the Laconic diaries. I know they make some inserts for their like notebook system that's B5 sized, And I think they're undated, which y'all know I feel about undated. There's just something about undated I can't get behind. Although it probably makes sense to use undated things, but anyway. So it shows a monthly schedule, weekly numbering, business friendly, so Monday start date. I do love me a Monday start date. There's something about when weekends are separated, like a Saturday and Sunday, it just throws me off. Labeled holidays, index format for monthly management, mini calendars. The week is on the left page, and then the right is a memo page that is grid. So yeah, I'm excited for this. And it just looks very sleek, very, I don't know. I love the blue color. Mein Leben Tagliche Record. It's in German. Laconic. It's got like the 25. It almost looks like a, hardback book you would get from the library. In fact, let me go grab one that I have from the library so we can compare. Okay, got the book. So on my last live stream, I talked about the book that I had just finished reading. This is Bell Hooks's Where We Stand, Class Matters. And this is from my university library. So it's got like that university cover, but here's like the normal cover of her book, Rest in Peace, Queen. But it's kind of like that university library hardback cover aesthetic. Even the print with the white font. If anyone's in university libraries a lot, there's so many books that are bound like this. So I don't know. There's something about that connection that I really like. I think that's cool. But anyway, we'll put bell hooks to the side. It's got the elastic band, which I love. There's something satisfying to me about being able to close a notebook with an elastic band. I don't know why. I'm sorry, not a notebook, a planner. So we open it up here, and it's got this nice, like, light cream color paper with the brown printing on it. And then, again, I feel like it's very professional looking. We got a 2025 overview, a 2026 overview. Sorry if I'm not in camera correctly. I accidentally put my phone upside down, so I'm not looking at things correctly. And then it's got this yearly schedule, again with the weekends and I guess starts of the month in this like brown-orange color. And then we have our monthly spread. So here's January. Okay, January 23rd is National Handwriting Day. That's cool. And then it's got the last month and the next 2 months in the bottom corner. And then, as you can see, it's got a things to do down the left side. So that's the month. And then when you pop over to the weekly, let's actually go to this week just for funsies. You've got your vertical Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday up top, and then Thursday through Sunday at the bottom, and then Sunday's in that brown again with the 3-month look ahead in the top left, and then sorted by 7 to 2300, so 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. And then you've got a full page of grid paper on the right side, which I love. I love the idea of like planning and then having that whole page to yourself instead of it being across 2 pages. And then each month is tabbed, which I do like. I have a lot of work stuff happening this year, so I do need to look ahead and plan a little bit. And then let's skip to the back. There aren't really many more things in this planner. In fact, that's pretty much it. They're just a few pages of grid paper. That was the only downside. I would have loved to see a couple like goals or professional goals or contact list or something, since this is being like targeted as like a business planner. That's okay. It's got personal reminders and in case of emergency. And yeah, I love the feel of this, the look of it. It's just very classic and professional looking. So that is the Laconic vertical left's work diary. Let me know if you've ever used a Laconic planner, because I'm very intrigued. We shall see how the paper works, but I'm happy. All right, and last but not least, I got this Rollbahn monthly for 2025. Now, I have used a Rollbahn little notebook before that we bought at Omoi in Philly. It's like kind of like the mini size, but I was really curious about these. Again, this is normally not a style I would go for. This is monthly spreads followed by the rest of it is basically a blank notebook. Obviously, I had to get this one because there's a cat cookie and a coffee, a notebook, and books. And that's pretty much sums up my personality and things that I love. Again, so I just like the blue, and I don't know why, but I guess this was unintentional, but all the color scheme of what I picked out at the sale was all like these light colors and blues. Even in the Midori, you see the blue, the Laconic, and then this one. So what does that say about me? I don't know, but that was unintentional. So here's the Rollbahn 2025. I kind of also have an idea of what I would use this for. So it says like diary plus notebook, again with the German. You have like your yearly calendar, and I love the cream colored paper. A lot of you probably use Rollbahn notebooks, and I guess they're kind of known for their cream color. There's something about writing on yellow paper and cream paper that seems less intimidating than white. I don't know what it is. It's like when you see a blank white page, it's hard to put something on that, but when you see a blank yellow page, it's easier. Case in point, I love drafting my writing and research on like legal pads because there's something about writing on the yellow that just seems more freeing. So you see the fold out here. We've got a 2025 plan. It does include a little bit of 2024 because it starts in October. And then we also have a 2026 plan just for the first 3 months to get you started. Let's go to this month. So again, it started in October. We've got our January spread. Your basic spread in Japanese, German, and English. Weekends are in red, holidays are in red. And then there is just some note space on the right there, followed by the next upcoming month in the bottom right. Very simple. I do also love this blank space across the bottom. So you go through your months of the year, again, just months, and then the rest of it turns into a notebook. I will say it's hard to see, and you probably can't see on camera, but the pages are perforated, so if you want to tear this out, not a problem. And I actually like that the months are even perforated, so if you did want to just be done with that month, you can easily take it out of your notebook and move on. And then the rest of the pages here are just that grid, yellow grid, lots of pages. I love that. But I feel like this would be a very interesting long form journal, notebook, diary, journal, because I feel like you could plan out things in your personal life, like big things that you want to do, whether it's like, I don't know, like between anniversaries, parties, social events with your friends, vacations, and you could plan it out here, and then on the following pages you like reflect on it or write about it, because you get so many pages. Like this could truly be, if you use this as a diary for 2025, and then at the end of the year you had all this stuff written about your year, I feel like that would be a really interesting long-form journal / memory keeper. I don't know. I'm assuming the paper here is also fountain pen friendly. We shall find out, for those of you who are curious. Then when you get to the end, there is a little separator, and there are these plastic sheets to put things in, papers, ephemera, whatever, I guess. I believe there's 5 of them, and then another like divider, and then the end of the notebook. I do feel like this is thoughtful because having this little divider at the end, this like cardstock, separates the pin from where the elastic is, so it wouldn't like dent your plastic and what's in the plastic. So I think that is like a good Japanese design sort of thing. And then it's the back, which is also very thick. The back is thicker than the front. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but this is the A5 size. This is one is the cafe one. You see the Delphonics here, the stamp for Delphonics. Normally it's $33, but I got it for 70% off. So yeah, I'm excited. I was not invigorated with my previous planners. You all know I'm disappointed in my Moleskine, but I feel invigorated with this, and I'm excited to kind of figure out what else I'm going to do with these. I have a feeling this is going to be my everyday carry because I just like the sleekness. I like how compact it is. I feel like, because it has the elastic, I always like carrying something that has the elastic to work. This will probably be my work everyday carry. We shall see. I still might use my Let's of London just for work because it does have the digital scan option where you can scan your calendar on your planner and it sends it to the app, so you have an image of it, which I think is really cool in case you forget your planner. But I'm not sure if I'm up to the task of always fiddling with my phone every time I'm planning. Again, I enjoy analog planning, but I also have to use digital planning out of necessity. So those are that's my Techo Kaigi Part 2 for 2025. Thank you all so much for listening to me ramble. I will see you all next time. Take care.